Yes, we're a little chilly this morning. This is my Mr. Buddy. This thing is on low, y'all. I don't see any time that you really need it on high. The low is high enough. Anyway, woke up this morning and it's a nice chilly December morning and just trying to get warm. So here we go. Now the funniest thing is my girls love to get their hair brushed. They absolutely love it. They fight over it usually. So in the morning, that's what we do. We're grooming. We're grooming, aren't we? Yeah. Everybody likes getting their hair brushed. Yes, they do. In fact, I get the brush out to brush my hair, and they come running because they know that they need to get their hair brushed. And they love it. So we're waking up this morning, and we're playing in the bed, getting warm, and getting our hair brushed. Ah, yes we are. Good little girls. Yeah. They love it. Yes, they do. Happy girls. Huh? Look at them. Is this your brush? Is this your brush? Huh, girls? Yeah. You like it? Yes, you do. I know you do. Okay, let Mommy get her coffee. Yeah, gotta get my coffee. Yes. Well, hello, good morning. So this morning, it's a two-fisted coffee morning, except we have one coffee and we have one tea. So it's a double-fisted warm drink morning because it is chilly. So, what's your favorite coffee? I like a dark, robust kind of coffee. And I'm really enjoying my coffee cup, my Christmas one. It has a little topper on top too, so it keeps things really nice. I love it. And these are World Bazaar cups right here. I have several different ones. I like how they're made, and they're just wonderful for tea. So I've really enjoyed those. Yeah, getting started this morning. Thank goodness for the buddy heater. Now, I had been gifted a Wave 6 by my friend Dan. It was last year, and darn, we got it and put it together, and it blew up on Jack. And I really had appreciated Dan giving me that awesome gift, but we had to send it back, and then they wouldn't let me order any because they had to do a product review on it. Since it did that, it just completely went whoosh up his arm, a blast of heat. It didn't burn him. I was so surprised, and then it came ricocheted off of him and wave blast on me. It was scary, so I've been really afraid to try it again. So that money, since they wouldn't let me buy another one for a good while, I kept waiting and waiting and waiting. I was going to be brave and try it. I went ahead and got a tire, because my tires are expensive. They're $240 a piece. So, anyway, it was such a wonderful gesture, and sometimes, you think things are going to work out for you in one way, and they don't. And this little Mr. Buddy Heater has seemed to just be a little diehard friend. Now, I just have it on, when I'm awake. I heat up the bus, and from there I turn it off when I go to sleep. I just don't want to take the chance of any kind of heater on while I'm sleeping. So, okay. It is kind of like a little fireplace, isn't it? So, a lot of things have been going on since my last video, and you've probably been wondering if I dropped off the planet Earth because I haven't been posting. There's been a lot of stuff that I've been dealing with. The power steering pump, you know that Badge came to the rescue when I was advised that it was going to be a $500 job. He goes, no, let me come look at it. He did, and he found that it was the high pressure hose, and that was like a $25 part. And so then we just paid him for installing it, and it was a quick, easy fix. Saved me a lot of money. And he was so much fun and entertaining doing that as well. So that was a stress reliever, because I was like thinking, oh my gosh, right before Christmas, and I'm going to have to figure out how to get $500 together to get this power steering pump done. And it just resolved itself. So that was really, really very thankful for that. That was a very nice blessing for me. And Badge, thank you. Also, after that, well, prior to that, let me just back up a little bit. Prior to that, I lost my mom in November 6th, and that was a tough one. And so I've tried to get my head, you know, wrapped around that and move forward. But right after that, I found out that a real dear friend had passed away, and that was shocking. And then right after that, a really, really, really close friend, my friend Lewis, that I love to pieces, he died of cancer, and we had just spoken right before he died, and he was really teary, and it was very difficult for me, because I felt like he knew he was dying. He had to go in for a procedure, and so I think that was his way of saying goodbye to me, and that was a tough one. That was a real hard, tough one for me to go through. So my mind's been in a different kind of place than I normally am. And these are things that we have to, you know, go through in life. Life and death are hand in hand. Nobody gets out alive. And these are good people, so I'm sure that they're in the higher realm that needs to be. But it's still hard going through it. So that's one of the reasons why I've been kind of silent, for sure. Okay, now this is what my girls love. They love this chicken jerky recipe. Does Riley want a treat? How about Roxy? Huh? Are we gonna dance? Who wants a treat? Who wants a treat? Huh? Who wants a treat? Are you gonna dance for me? Huh? Are you gonna dance for me? How about you, Rox? Okay, I'm going to show you what these girls do for a treat. Alrighty. We got to come over here. Alright. Riley. Riley, sit. Sit, Riley. Sit, Riley. Paw. Wait a minute, we got to do paw. This is hard to film and do this at the same time. Paw. Wait a minute. Paw. Good girl. There you go. Alright, Roxy. Let me have the paw. Ooh, I get double paw. There's yours. Now look, they go to separate areas, and they are in doggy heaven. Zoom in on the Rai. Did you get your treat? Yes, you did. Oh, such a happy little girl. Now you hang on to it and do it right now. Chew it so your teeth are nice and pretty. And you get a treat for cleaning your teeth. Good job, Roxy. Yeah, good job. So, then, just when I thought I was getting my head kind of balanced out and relaxed here at this camping spot, and my windshield, it was falling out, y'all. Now let me tell you the background on this story. You're not going to believe this one. I can't even believe it. They're so happy. The windshield. I swear. It's life though, you know, crap happens. You just gotta keep going forward. Let me just give you the scenario on the background on this one. Okay. Now, I had got a crack in my windshield because I was washing my bus. And the back of the scrubber part where you scrub hit the glass. And it just shattered it into a big starburst. It was quite pretty. Anyway, I'm like, no! I was like, no, I can't believe this. I'm about to go up north. That was last summer. And, so, you know, I was going to have to travel with this shattered glass. Not a good thing. So anyway, get up to Flagstaff at this time and go to get the windshield replaced. I went to a place called Diamond Auto Glass in Flagstaff. People, do not go there. That is the most shoddiest place I have ever experienced. And let me explain to you what happened. I went there. They had to order the glass. And they said that since it was such an older vehicle, that they most likely would have to buff, once they took the windshield out, that they would have to buff all around the area where the windshield goes in, because most likely it had some rust there. And they had to prime it and all that stuff, so it would be $40 extra. I'm like, no problem. So they do all that, supposedly. And within, I go there, pick it up. It looks fantastic. I mean, I'm like really happy. And it just was thrilling to have a new windshield. I could see through it. So it wasn't even a week, y'all. And the molding around the windshield started coming off. So I was still in the Flagstaff area because I was there for the summer, and I decided to take it there and say, hey, it's coming off. Please fix this. And I got such a negative response. I was shocked. The guy was like, does it leak? And I'm like, no. And he goes, well, then it's just purely cosmetic. And I'm like, excuse me? Purely cosmetic? Are you kidding me? I paid for a job over $300 for a windshield to be installed properly. And obviously it's not. It's coming off. The rubber's coming off, and that just makes me wonder about the rest of the job. So anyway, he refused to do anything about it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I can't believe that you aren't even going to you're not going to stand by your work. So one of the workers, I mean, he just walked away. He just walked away from me, so rude. And so anyway, one of the workers pulled me aside and he goes, I'll glue it there. I'll see what I can do. And I'm like, okay, thank you. And so he did. And I kept the tape on there forever. And then when I did take the tape off, it did not hold. The whole entire molding around the windshield kept coming off. And so I was like, oh my gosh. And I was traveling around and I was away from there. And so I got some Gorilla Tape and I'm holding it, you know, the molding on there, thinking, you know, I didn't even think anything else was, you know, coming apart. I was just more concerned about the molding at this point. And then we come down here for the winter. I mean, I just mucked it along, you know. I just thought, well, I'll get this taken care of. That guy is just, you know, not going to do it. And I don't know what to do about this point. So, I mean, it was just unreal, y'all. So we get here, and I'm arranging the camp. And I had things up in the windshield to hold the little guard, you know, the windshield guard to block out the sun. I had little things behind it to hold it up. Because on one side, in a bus, there's not a visor to hold up that part, and so you have to kind of put something there in the window to hold that side, the passenger side, because there's not really a passenger chair there, you know, it's just a doorway. So anyway, when I was pushing things there, the windshield moved, and I'm like, oh, and I gently pushed it. The whole entire windshield was loose. I mean, I'm not talking about just a small portion. I'm talking about the entire windshield is completely loose. So, I couldn't believe it. I went over to Jack and I said, Jack, do you know how to put in a windshield? Looks like we're going to have to fix this. And he goes, what? I never put a windshield in before. And I'm like, I guess it's going to be a learning curve. We're out in the desert, far away from everything. So, got to do something. So anyway, when it was time for us to do this, we watched a bunch of YouTube videos. And got the supplies. When we gently pulled out the windshield, there was nothing holding it. Nothing! I mean, I think the only thing that was holding it in place was the windshield wipers. Holding it down onto the bus. Seriously? I could not believe it. So, their work is very inferior. Diamond Auto Glass in Flagstaff. Warning. Do not go there. Not only do they do shoddy work, at least they did on mine, but they don't even guarantee their work. I mean they're supposed to, but they didn't. So that was my experience. And then I'll show you. We did put it in. And it wasn't as bad as I thought. Of course, we haven't finished all of it. The molding is next. The wind has been horrific, so we haven't been able to do everything. But we cleaned it out really good. We sanded it and wire brushed it. We did all that stuff. We got it down to the metal like you're supposed to. We primed it. We put the sealant in there. Put the windshield in there. And it's holding it sealed really, really, really well. And next step is the molding, so we'll see how scary that is. I don't know. I can't do anything right now because the wind has been blowing, howling out there, and it's cold. So that's what I've been up to. Fun stuff, huh? So, that's what I've been up to. So, you know, it's the way it is. Life has ups and downs. You gotta learn how to roll with it, and just to simulate it the best you can. I try to always show you the positive and negatives of my lifestyle. I think there's so many much more positive aspects of this life than there are negative. It's challenging to push your limits and see what you're made of. And I certainly have seen. Look at Riley's behind. That's so cute, Riley. You have to see the humor in everything, too. But, you know, I've certainly learned how strong I am, how resilient, and just so many things. And it's been a joy to meet so many people out here, too. Thank goodness for Jack. Thank you, Jack. Mwah! My big, big, sweet friend. He's just a doll. He's like, just like a brother. He's just wonderful, and he's good to me. This will be continued, but that's what I've been up to, y'all. We'll see you guys in the next video. Wake up and live. Have your adventures, because it's your life. Bye, everybody. See ya.